Shalom, shalom, shalom. Out there to the hopefully elect of Israel. First off, I want to start off and give all honors and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who have taught us his truth and who rule well. Peace and safety and salutations out there to you sincere and you hopeful elect, scattered abroad across the four winds of this earth. All right, I'm your fellow servant, Malakia. All right, coming in. All right, with another lesson today. All right, and all right, this is a lesson, that from the elder out there in Cali. This is his page, GMS Mawatasak Bangad 2, Elder Mawatasak, and he went into a lesson going into it says farmer warns of food shortages and people should prepare. And man, it was a heavy video, and basically going into how you have a whistleblower, an insider, who attends these these meetings, okay, and a lot of things is being brought out, and she's really sounding the alarm, okay, that there will be food shortages very soon. And on top of that, you have Esau putting on his different tariffs upon these different countries, and especially over there in China. All right, that's also going to affect, okay, the food here too. Okay, there's been videos going out surfacing over the past couple weeks, even before, going into how the farmers are going bankrupt. I've seen a lot of videos, man, going into that. And then what this woman is saying, okay, it's all adding up. And then you have, even in the comment board, you have truckers, okay, confirming that the lights of the loads that they have is getting lighter and lighter and lighter. Okay, and then my personal testimony, I used to work for a big food warehouse company out here, grocery store chain, the Publix warehouse, and I remember the numbers was getting just lower and lower and lower ever since after the year 2020. You had your days where they would pick up and stuff like that, but on a majority of the time that the numbers was getting lower and lower, not how they used to be before 2020. Okay, so everything is being orchestrated, all right, as the elder was going into, all right, he says a manufactured famine, because it's enough food in the earth to feed everyone. There shouldn't be no soul on this planet not having not enough food. Okay, but we're living in a time, so we got Esau Edom trying to bring in his new world order, his agenda. Okay, and he's gonna starve the people out, man. Okay, and he's gonna starve you Israelites, man. See, when the famine truly comes, it's gonna bring shockwaves, all right, to the people, because the people love the enjoyment, the pleasure of food. And as the elder was going into saying, it basically, he was going into the different ancient famines, because this is what's coming again. The Lord's bringing that spirit back, an ancient famine. Okay, which is going to be at catastrophic levels, man, to where we're going to start seeing the things of what we read about. It's going to be playing out in live, right? It's going to be playing live right in front of our faces. We're going to be seeing women killing their children, eating them. We're going to be seeing people eating each other. We're going to see people on the side of the street with their skin touching their bones. Flies all around them, not being able to move, crying, begging for food and water. You see, the coming famine that's getting ready to come is getting ready to be catastrophic, especially to you Americans, man, because y'all live in pleasure. And you see, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is bringing, all right, plagues upon this place, man. And if you don't got Yahweh Bashim Yahushai with you, man, you're going to be in a world of hurt. And you're going to be begging, man. Okay, so let me just get Let me get a couple scriptures before I even get into it, man, because, man, that was a beautiful, beautiful lesson, man, because, it gives us hope knowing, that the time is getting quicker and quicker and quicker. So let me get this right here. I believe the elder had brought this out, but go ahead and bring it out again. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 105, and straight to the point. It says, moreover, he called for a famine upon the land. He brake the whole staff of bread. You go into the time of when Joseph, was in a position, to help Egypt, and storing food away, for the time of that coming famine. But this famine that's getting ready to come, you're not going to be able to prepare for it. You got more women. I see a lot of videos, more women out here trying to, plant their own food now, trying to see themselves to be somewhat resourceful. That's all good for right now. But when the food is gone, the supply, you're getting ready to see these people in another whole state. They used to play it on the Snicker commercial. Basically, you're hangry. Your people get angry when they're hungry. And when that staff of bread is broken, you're going to see another whole manner of people. The scriptures talk about the love of many shall wax cold. This is where you're going to start seeing the women boiling up their children, making them like stews, putting different, how Jake do, putting different seasons in there. Their mind bugging out while they eating their own children because they're trying to survive. And that's what the women do now. They're in a survival mode. But right now, as the woman was going into the video too, she said that how Trump has basically cut an umbrella underneath, I believe it's the Department of Agriculture. I believe that's what it was, the Department of Agriculture. All right. And it has a lot of different lists of different programs attached to it. So if you're cutting that, you're cutting a lot of the other different programs that help feed the people. So there ain't going to be no one going up to churches, going up to different places, asking and trying to get food because there's no funding for it. So we're in a time of things, hey, man, this shit's speeding up, man. Everything is speeding up. And you got to pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushua that you find yourself counted worthy. Speaking to myself first and foremost. That you find yourself worthy to be able to escape the things that's getting ready to come upon this place, man. The prophets, we cannot stress it to you, much longer. The Lord eventually is getting ready to cause a physical famine. And he's also getting ready to cause, the spiritual famine, man, to where you're not going to be able to hear or even get this word. Coming into some serious times. Psalms 105:16. Moreover, he called for a famine upon the land. He brake the whole staff of bread. So the same thing what he did back in the ancient famine, around the time of with Joseph in Egypt. That's getting ready to come here, man. The Lord's getting ready to break the staff of bread. Okay, let me get a couple more. I know Ezekiel. And Jeremiah, you go read into it. It's a whole, so many scriptures going into famine, man, because our people was actually going through it. I know it's Ezekiel 4:16. I know it's another one in the next chapter over. Here it is. This is a good one. It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 4:16. It says, moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight and with care, and they shall drink water by measure and with astonishment. The astonishment is going to come to a lot of our people, man, because they're not going to believe that it could actually ever happen unto them. You got these women out here, man, with all these kids. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? Let me get that right quick. That's the point that I did want to go into the video too. I believe it was like around 7 minutes. Let me get that right quick. just touching on the point what I just said. So let me play this right quick.
In Esau's neighborhood. Okay? So when the food is short, that's when Jake is gonna start losing it. All right? And I mean losing it. Especially these women with all these children. All right? You got Israelite women got a whole goddamn tribe, but ain't no leader in there. Ain't no man in the house to direct the traffic and keep things in order. It's just a black woman, all her children. Her oldest is probably 15. He's a goddamn video game junkie, and the rest of the kids is all under him, all the way down to the age of 4. And the only reason they eat is because she get the food stamps, all right? She get the WIC, okay? And this woman, she gonna tell you that all that WIC and everything is finna be over with, all right? She get the food stamps, she get the WIC, all right? And she load up every month, all right? And they haven't lacked any food. I mean, it's bullshit food she buys, but you know they eat, you know, throughout the month. They eat throughout the month. Some of the kids are obese. Now just imagine when that food stops coming in, that black woman is gonna be quick to take that RFID micro C hip. Okay?
You know? And that's the time we coming into, man. When it ain't no food, when you're back against the wall, you probably don't ate up your children already. The solution is going to be what? To go take that chip. That's what a lot of these women are going to do, man. You're coming to some serious times to where you think the woman is you know is all nice. She would never harm her children. Nah, man. You're getting ready to see a different type of spirit on these Jake women. Definitely you will. Definitely you will. And also with you know, with the other nations too as well. But majority of our people they're getting ready to go through a lot of hell, man. That's why scripture says it's called Jacob's trouble, man. You know, he even mentioned earlier within this I believe it was like maybe 5 or 6 minutes, and he was going into how the time of the CVID situation had happened, and it was a shortage of different food and supplies, especially in the Jake neighborhoods. But then when you went to the Edomite neighborhoods, the people of I guess a middle class or a higher class, I guess location. They had food. They had supplies. You know, and it was like that across the states of the U.S. You know, some places more you know, obvious, but you know, needless to say, man, the coming famine that's getting ready to come is getting ready to be catastrophic, and especially to you women, man, who got all these children who depended on the government. When these programs get shot down, you're going to be in a world of hurt, man. Because our people, and especially the woman, she depend on the government. She depend on Esau. And when Esau pulled the rug away from them, they out here by themselves. Because they believed that they thought that this system was going to continue. No, we are at the latter end of this system because it is transitioning to the next one. And you women have been left in the old one. So now let me go back to that. The book of Ezekiel chapter 4 and verse 16. It reads, it says, oh man, let me see. Is it this one? Hold on, I'm trying to read right quick. Let me see. All right, I just go down here. I gotta find the point because I remember I was reading something about man's dung. I remember they was selling or trying to buy, what cow shit. I can't remember right now. I have to go back to it. But it's Ezekiel chapter 4, verse 16. It says, moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight and with care, and they shall drink water by measure and with astonishment. Okay, that's what's going to happen to these people, man, especially our people. It says that they may want bread and water, and yeah, that they may want bread and water and be a stone one with another and consume away for their iniquity. See, a lot of people are going to die grievous deaths by the way of famine. The scripture says it's better to die by the sword, all right, than by famine, you know. And then the elder was going into how, how you being stricken away, basically being rotten away, your flesh eating on itself, eating up your muscles and tendons oh man, that's a way to go out by way of famine. Because a sword is something quick. You got a couple gas, of air, and then you out of there. But with a famine, that's a torturous death. It's very torturous. You're pining away, stricken. You're seeing your skin touching your bones. All right, your stomach basically is your back. That's man, it's gonna be so catastrophic. It's gonna be chaos out here, man. You read it in the book of 2nd Ezra 15:16. All right, the people fighting with swords in their hands. People running into different people's houses, trying to get. Oh, let's just get it. Let's just get it. That's the spirit. Let me just get it. Let's just get it. It's the book of 2nd Ezra. I believe it's 16. It's 16. Well, let me just read this one. 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 21. It says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. See, we're in this time right now. The people think themselves to be, they thought themselves to be in a good case. Let me just say that. All right, but it says, what? And then shall evils grow upon earth. See, things is getting ready to get real tight out here. Rent is getting ready to go up. Insurance getting ready to go up. Mortgages already going up. Come on, man. More job losses. It's going to be hard for you to get a food because of the inflation based off going off these different tariffs. And another thing with these tariffs too, man, is making the rich get even richer. And you poor people getting even more poor. See, we're coming into the time of that. Okay? That big, great transition we're living within it right now. Like we was going into last night, man. Going into the page turning. We're in the middle of the page turning, okay, to the next prophecies, man. 2nd Ezra 16 and 22. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine. You see? Many of the people getting ready to perish of famine because this is manufactured. It's strategic to cut off the supply of food, resources, water. And then soon it's getting ready to be the communication right along with it. Especially the communication from the prophets to you to keep giving you warning. But the warning is going to be out at that point because we're going to be living within the midst of the prophecy, all right, of famine. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So it's going to be no escape for you. It says, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, because everybody's going to be fucked up. Dead bodies is getting ready to be on the side of the street, man. It says, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. That's where we coming. We're coming into that point, man. The city is getting ready to be casted down. Ain't no trucks going inside to run in and to bring food. The truckers wouldn't even have enough time to even to get a stop to fill up for gas to get to one destination to another. It ain't gonna be no food coming in. So what do you think the people getting ready to do? They're gonna try to find the food that is within the society. All your grocery stores, all your warehouses, all right, the people's houses. See, this is gonna bring in chaos. Because people are gonna panic. Second Ezra 15. And I start at verse 11. It says, "But I will bring them with a mighty stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof." See, as it was a time, all right, as a plague in Egypt. As I mentioned earlier with Joseph, here it is. Spiritual Egypt, all right, all over again. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and the punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. See, that's what the Lord's getting ready to do, to bring plagues and punishment. All right, and it's all going to be from Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, because this is coming back to the ancient times, and the Lord's getting ready to bring it into this modern time. It says, "They that till the ground shall mourn." Who is that? That's the farmers, man. They are mourning right now, and it's going to get even worse. It says, "For their seed shall fail through the blasting and hail, and with the fearful consolation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh." See, what Esau Edom is coming with is getting ready to bring destruction. And it's drawing closer and closer, man. It says, "And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands." So people who got their artillery, their little pum-pums, their little guns, whatever the fuck they got, torches. See, these people, these Edomites is getting ready to unleash all that shit, especially upon you Jakes, man. Because they going to think that y'all hoarding a lot of food. Y'all got all the help from the government. They just finna just take y'all shit. And then you going to have Jake try to stand up to hoods. But guess what? Ain't none of them going to stand against Esau, because they not united. And plus, they don't even have Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah with them. It's a 2 Ezra 15 and 16. "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." Why? Because it ain't no food, man. You trying to tell us we need to stay in order? You know what I'm saying? The military. That's what the people are going to be saying. You're trying to tell us that we need to stay in order. We need to stay inside our house until y'all figure out what we're going to do with the food. No, man. Ain't nobody going to give a fuck about no government. Nobody going to give a fuck about no cops. All right? No, none of that bullshit. People going to take the actions into their own hands, because now it's in the point of life and death. It says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able." Hey, they're going to block this shit off, man. It's going to get to a point to where even if you try to go to another city, it's going to be so chaotic. You can't even go over there. You won't even make it to a point to even get out of one city to another city, man. It's going to be so much chaos happening. "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." Jeremiah 30. Jacob's trouble, man. Men, let's get that right quick. And then I'll come back. Let's get it right quick. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30. Straight to the point. Verse 6. It says, verse 5. Jeremiah 30 and verse 5. "For thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace." All right. It says, "Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child, And wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail? And all faces are turned into paleness. See, the look that's getting ready to be on these people, man, shit. The actions, the way we look at the actual man and woman right now walking down the street is walking around with a lot of pride. So what is it going to have it to where these men, okay, are going to have his hands on his loins, probably screaming, crying like a little bitch? It's going to be chaotic out here, man. It says at last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. That's the elect, man. The Lord's gonna be with his men, all right, with the women, the children, the ones that believe on Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. So let me get this back. Second Ezra 15. Straight to the point, back in 19. Second Ezra 15 and verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods. So they're going to be going into people's shit, pull shiesty up, running in people's shit and taking whatever they want. They're going to be taking men. It's going to be, oh man, it's going to be chaotic. Men going to be out here trying to rape men, the women, little small children. And then they're going to take what? The food. It's going to be all chaos out here. The women going to just give up their children because they want to get some food. Women just going to be ravished out here just for no reason. Just for no reason. Just because Jake, it's going to be Jake out here doing all type of shit. Esau going to be doing all type of shit. These other different nations are going to be wilding out here because they are without the law as well. So it's going to get chaotic. It says, but they shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So the lack of bread, meaning it ain't going to be shit out here, man. All right. The food is going to be lacking. It's going to be scarce. And it says what? And for great tribulation, man. It's going to be fucking all hell out here, man. And these people don't understand what's getting ready to come. All right, but for the Lord and his elect, all right, he going to have them safe. You know, let me balance it out, you know, because, hey, if we be of the elect, Lord willing, you know, we believe that we are. We're doing everything, all right, that is commanded of us. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, he got us. Here it is, Psalms 37 and verse 19. Let's start at verse 18. The Lord knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied. You see, we are going to be satisfied. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai said, well, we're going to have abundance and be merry. I can just get that scripture next too. The scripture says that what? His servants shall eat. So these are scriptures that should confirm, all right, and to bring joy into you that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is not going to leave us out there like how everybody else is. How are we going to get the food? We don't know. We have to truly trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. All right, because the things that are getting ready to come upon this earth, this is for the wicked. You know, this is for the people that's out here who don't want to return back. Okay, this is for Esau, Edom, and all his fucking family, his cousins, aunties, all that. They all here. All the wicked spirits the Lord got here, and they're here for the judgment. Okay, of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. But we not gonna be ashamed in the evil time, man. And we not even ashamed now. All right, because Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai has given us the comfort. Okay, he's given us the truth. He's given us life. And that's all through his son. All right, Yahweh Shai. All right, so let me just get one more, then we can close out. You know, for time's sake. All right, man, because what's coming is getting ready to be catastrophic. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 2, Damn, how does it go? Here it is. Second Ezra 2 and 27. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. See, the people going to be weeping and being sorrowful, man, because the day of trouble and heaviness is coming. It's finna get real heavy on your spirit, you know? But Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to be right there, all right, to minister unto us, to keep us up. Scripture says that in Psalms 91, the Lord will have his angels to have charge over us. Okay? That we do not faint. Okay? It says, the heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord. And that's what Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua said. Okay? The heathen's gonna envy us. They're gonna want to be in our place. But here it is, while everybody winning right now, okay, in this society, because everything is still going on. All right, sooner or later, man, that winning streak that you have been having, that shit's getting ready to get ready basically to become a losing streak, man. All right, you're coming into that point, man, to where you're gonna be at just an L for everything, and then all the W's is up, you know, for the elect, man. But I'm just gonna go ahead and basically conclude the lesson right there, man. But just know that, man, the coming famine that's coming, all right, will be very catastrophic. Let me get that right quick. I forgot I did have that too. I ain't bring that out. That's what it was. You know, Jay had so much going on. It's all the spirit. But this is catastrophic. I looked it up earlier, and just gonna leave it on this note. It says catastrophic. It says involving or causing sudden great damage or suffering, involving a sudden and large-scale alteration in state. And that's what's getting ready to happen, man. A large-scale alteration in this particular state. While everything is going good right now, while everybody, like I was saying, everybody winning, this alteration is getting ready to come to where it's getting ready to change, all right, the actual state of how everything is, man. And when a famine comes, everything switches. Okay? Everything switches. Okay? Especially it's going to be the mind of these people. They're going to switch. Like I quoted earlier, the love of many shall wax cold. Okay? But, you know, if those are the elect, man, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man, he got us. We just got to endure and to continue. All right? Through all of this. All right, because that coming famine will be catastrophic. All right, so, hey, Lord willing, you know, you find this lesson edifying. I that to you, Akim Wahwath. I want to give all honors and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who will taught his truth and who rule well. Peace and safety and salutations. I that to you, sincere and you hopeful elect. Scattered abroad across the four winds of this earth. I'm your fellow servant, Malakia. Shalom.